All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more Div 3 Irish Dota League Season 6. It's me, Ronathan. I'm joined once again by L, Anna, iLunch, whatever you prefer, whatever works for the people. How you feeling, Anna?
Um, I'm not sure. I'm still not sure. I am still somewhat hungover, but it's gonna be okay.
Nice. We've got a hangover and we've got a little bit of drinking going on. What better combo could we possibly ask for? Today we've got Passport Issues versus Motion of the Roshan. I prefer to say it Roshan. It just, I don't know, flows off the tongue a bit better. And halfway through the draft phase here, got some pretty interesting picks so far. I like the Tusk, personally. Been spamming that hero a lot. And I've seen Maloo playing a little bit of it recently, so potentially pos 5 Tusk there, I think. Yeah, outside of that, we're looking pretty good so far. Looking like this could shape up to be an interesting game.
The most exciting part about this draft so far is Passportitious picking up the Magnus, which is the manly man staple hero.
Oh,
Nobody ever allows him to play Magnus because he's just ridiculously good at it. But I don't know, maybe these guys just haven't played much in Irish Dota to know that. That's why they let it through.
to be
Yeah,
fair, I
very
was like,
exciting times.
I think Motion of the Roshan. I think they are, for me at least, personally, I've not interacted with them a whole lot, unfortunately. But hey, this is going to be a good first game to be able to get a bit of exposure to them, see what's going on, all that good stuff. So it's yeah, sort of need to sort of do a little bit of research. I've got the Dope Buff profiles up just so I can, try and get a feel for them, see what's going on. But picking up the Death Prophet, presumably, I mean, the roles so far, at least for Motion of the Roshan, I think the hero where each hero's going is looking like it's pretty obvious so far. Obviously, probably a Shadow Shaman 5, Skyra 4. Which, by the way, in and of itself, absolutely fantastic combo. I mean, like 7 years long stun to set up for a Scarith Mage ult. It doesn't really get much better than that. Um, Looking very aggressive, quite frankly. So I think we could see a little bit of maybe OG style Dota. A lot of run at you gameplay. That'd be quite nice. But
Yeah, well,
yeah,
good luck running at Whoopik.
whew. Viper pick. I mean, lane winner.
That is a blow your pick because Petam would probably say he would be bored to play it.
True, no fair point. It's not a weird enough pick for Petom, I feel.
Yeah.
That's the main thing I've got personally. But also been seeing a lot of things about Viper safe lane recently. So this could very well be a Viper Tusk safe lane, which, by the way, absolutely vile combo.
That actually
Positively
really is.
vile.
Very vile combo. And I'm pretty sure it is going to be Malou playing Tusk on post 5. So that is actually a very good guess.
Yeah, I would say yeah. I've seen sort of just noticed it on the recent games and the like. Just a little bit of Tusk here and there. So, but again, as I've said, huge fan of the hero. I've been playing far too much of that, and any time I pick anything that's not Tusk as pos 4, a certain someone has a go at me. I'm not going to name names because that's not very fair on No Brain, but he does like to have a massive go at me for picking tiny pos 4. So here we are. But moving on, we got the safe lane hero bans. Spectre as a final phase ban.
Yes, they still think that passport issues are lacking a carry.
I'll say it does. It certainly. Sorry, I'm currently in my fridge right now. Don't mind me. Certainly is looking that way. I think again, obviously, Viper is very much a more traditionally played as a pos 3 or a pos 2. So I guess I can see why they're going that direction. And I could be completely wrong. Passport issues could just be talking right now, thinking, yeah, let's run the Viper mid, and Peton will, again, as you say, probably get quite bored quite quickly. um,
And feed.
in true Petom style, which you didn't
I
hear from
mean,
me, by the way.
that's what I usually do in my Dota games whenever I get bored.
What just
I,
feed?
I lose focus and I just feed in the most obvious places.
Yeah, yeah. No, I feel so. I was in like a 60-minute, 70-minute game the other day, and I was literally thinking about this. How like I feel most late game games end or people throw them just because they get bored. And I know I'm very much in that category as well. Like, well, I'll just be like, you know,
Just
sat
let
in
the
base for a
fans.
million years. I
I
was like,
want
literally,
out.
I just want out, man. I want to go to the next game. I want to play more just running at people. DK.
DK.
So hang on, we're saying that PK, no, PK's not here. We're saying Peton will get
Hi,
bored of
PK.
Viper, but he'd enjoy DK.
Honestly, I don't know. You never know what's going on in Petom's head. You can somewhat try to predict it, but usually the rule of thumb is the worthier the better. So I would
Maybe
still
he's
say it is a DK mid and Viper carry.
yeah. I'd say that's. I would probably have to agree with you, to be fair. Which again, I've not seen too much Viper carry. I don't know if also, I don't know if they've been practicing at all, but Ursa, okay, fair
He's a
enough.
disgusting hero.
Not as good as last patch, to be fair, but I still. God, that hero. Again, as a support player, as soon as he gets on top of you, chances are you're there. You go, yeah, pet him on the DK. Yep, we are. As you said, going to be a DK mid versus the Death Prophet, presumably, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, this is.
Also, please, a moment of appreciation for this Death Prophet skin.
It is very, very fancy.
I really like it. It's very, very shiny.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
But I thought you didn't like all the shiny particle effects where everything's like there's so much going on that looks all like sparkly.
You see, this one is still kind of stylish, no?
Yeah, no, I'll give you that. I was like, especially since the Green Immortal's like pretty old, so it didn't get all of the modern day quote unquote power creep, as it were, that Immortal's got. Oh, I just I just got told to piss off. This is so sad. But no, I think we're shaping up for a pretty interesting game here, if you ask me. I think it's going to be good.
This is going to be pretty exciting. Let's see what Ursa manages to do on this lane against Manly Man, Magnus, and Jodrol and Rubik. I'd be very curious to see how that lane develops.
God, I didn't even think about that. Actually, the Rubik. Oh, PK is hit. Never mind. PK's in chat. But no, so I just realized. Hello to the imprint man himself, PK. But yeah, no, sorry. I just realized the combo of obviously Magnus plus Rubik as well. Just move people back. Whew, it's gonna be good. Also, I did also just realize I need to sort out my camera controls. Is it this one?
You lost your camera, Ron?
No, it's got that thing where also, you know how... Yeah, there you go, disable camera zoom. If you have disable camera zoom on, then the whole broadcaster perspective just goes really weird and doesn't exactly look right, so I just need to sort myself out real quick. But we should be good. We should be good.
30 seconds to battle.
You see, Manly Man's sponsor is Ban Magnus. He's just so used to seeing Magnus in the ban.
He's giving them the heads up. There you go. We're getting into the fight straight away. Oh my god. I don't even know who wins this, to be fair. Getting thrown out a lot of blood grenades. Looks like, yeah, Malu's going to go down. Might be able to get return call into the Ursa. No uphill miss. Perfect. Very nice. But unfortunately, all the bonus armor coming in from the pad and the innate ability. Really, really helping out Peton there, but 2 for 2.
What a
2 for
bloodbath.
3. It's going on quick. All right. Damn. Ooh, that was a lot for a first engagement, but that's what we like to see. It keeps us entertained. We like it.
What do you think of this Death Prophet versus apparently Viper matchup?
Petom's on the safe lane.
Yes, it is Petom on the safe lane.
What's going on here? That's different.
Don't ask me.
Alright,
I think they swap roles and lanes a lot between Petom and Blowyo.
Yeah, I don't know. I really wasn't expecting that, but hey, I guess you got I guess we get to see just a Viper on mid, same as usual. Damn.
Damn.
Well, here's the fun part of the laning phase, just waiting for stuff to happen. You know, all the good stuff there. But
I love the supports just man fights in there on the top lane.
yeah, which to be fair, I mean, I believe that's no chicken fingers to be fair on the Shadow Shaman. So that's yeah, might actually be some kind of difficult harass trade, especially with the Rubik W. But yeah, 6-4 on the Night Stalker's last hit and denies. Damn, he's going kind of crazy, but
Machine.
yeah. Unfortunately, this right here is about what I expected. Is just Bloyo sitting on the high ground, and he's just gonna wail on the Death Prophet. There's not really gonna be a whole lot of fighting back, I don't think.
She can pick up the Q on Death Prophet and help herself with last hit and harass and Viper.
I think that's
But,
probably.
it's not happening anytime soon. Wow.
Like, I mean.
I feel the pain.
Yeah, what can you do, man? What can you do?
It's a whooping.
Yeah. Oh, God. I think, like you say, that's probably the best she's going to be able to manage on the Death Prophet is, you know, spam out Qs, maybe push lane. Just don't fight the Viper. Although, speaking of fighting, nope. Skyroth just has a little bit too much movement speed, unfortunately. So...
I also want to say thank you to all the fantastic gentlemen in the chat who are giving me advice on how to manage my hangover.
I mean, personally, I think that Imprint PK there, he's got the, I think that's the best advice that I've seen so far. Just start drinking again. Problem solved.
First, I will finish my coffee, and then I'll see what I can do about that remaining red wine.
You just throw yourself back in at the deep end, fair enough. Oh, hang on.
I mean, that's what people on the internet told me to do.
No, fair enough. Unfortunately, yeah, Malu's going to go down, but I might, maybe? No, oh, no, the slows. Oh, I don't think, no, Petalm's not getting any return kills here. It can basically just dance it on him at this point. Saying, hey, I'm still here. Don't you try anything.
I love how on like very low HP he just comes back, throws a nuke. He's like absolutely not scared.
Ooh, hang on. Maybe, just maybe, can he get the skewer? Oh, unfortunately, doesn't quite manage to get the skewer under the tower, but nonetheless.
Jotrolan also had a pretty big stick.
He had all the stick charges ready. Yeah, that was like, he shot got completely healed up. Also, not gonna lie. Oh my god. You're on mid matchup. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but well, you're getting very low on the Viper. Fortunately, he did have salve ready, but damn, cutting it close from the looks of things. So,
I just so respect people buying additional regen on the lanes.
oh yeah, very technical difficulties. Yeah, it's very underrated. You know, there's certain people I do know who refuse to buy regen, and then we have rather big problems, shall we say, when it comes to laning phases.
Are we also not calling out that person?
I'm not going to name names again, because that's still not very fair on No Brain, so I don't want to call him out on stream. That's not a very nice thing to do.
I think he will just tell you to piss off. And
I don't know what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Use it as a valid excuse.
He'll do that anyway. I don't need to say anything. He'll still tell me to piss off, so... Here we are. Oh, they're going to go for a kill on the bot lane, but never mind. Not going to go for a kill on the bot lane. Decided against it in the end. Unfortunately, yeah, this top lane combo of Shadow Shaman Ursa, it's like, I find it's the equivalent of like a Jug Shaman as well. It's the same sort of thing where it's just, you've got a hero that pretty much shits out damage, but they are gonna, never mind, they are gonna go for the kill on the bot lane, and oh, just barely he manages to walk away.
Wow.
5 minutes is rolling around though. They do have the night time, but something tells me they're not going to be doing too much with it while he's on that much HP. Meanwhile, top lane can. Oh, he gets the stun off. It's going to heal him up. It's going to get a return kill. They're not even going to kill him. They're not even going to kill opponent. They're just going to walk off. She's crazy. And they're even going to get a second kill on Joe. Oh, it's a disaster on the top lane. That is, not what you want to see from passport issues. very, very not good. But speaking of very, very not good, Ikin's in a bit of a tough spot there.
They finally get a kill here on this lane. So many times this Skyrat mage just narrowly escaped death.
Yeah, and unfortunately, yeah, Panda gonna go down again on the mid lane. But I mean, from what I'm seeing, he's not dying constantly. So that is, I say that is, as far as the lane against the Viper goes, that's very well played. Opponent, she goes down. Cheeky extra kill. Yeah, I do find it ironic though, obviously getting that kill on the bot lane on, you know, on the Scarif Mage at night time as well. Like, the one time I wouldn't have expected it was when the Night Stalker's like super strong.
Unfortunately for the Night Stalker, he was very, very low when the night hit. So
yeah, that's a good point.
I guess the guys just saw their window of opportunity. Just went for
it. And they went for it, yeah. Well, I must say, again, I've got to really hand it to him. Skyroth pick, I will forever be a fan of. There's just a lot of these POS 4 picks so far. I say a lot of them. There's only been 2 of them, but these POS 4 picks so far have like resonated with my hero puddle very, very well. So I like it. I'm happy, and I'm also happy with Dragon there, second part of the sponsor or whatever, of the team or whatever it is. Really resonates with me.
Church of Ronaton.
It's another supporter, I like to think, but definitely not just part of his name. No, 100% no, definitely not.
Also, there is an interesting comment in chat about the no POS 5 Dragon TB Big Sad.
I think that one's gonna...
That bro, I actually used to play POS 5 Terrorblade. I respect. I think everything is a support if you're brave enough.
Yeah. That's raised some interesting questions, which I kind of want to hear more about, which, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to see more about it, but that's where I has popped the ult.
We can take it offline.
Ooh, so long. Just go and have a quick DM. God, there's a lot happening on this map. It's kind of hard to get. I mean, speaking of a lot happening, bot lane as well. They're going to go on Betom, who maybe... Nope, doesn't manage to survive. The armor's not enough. Manny Man has TP down, but I don't know. The Night Stalker with the movement speed, just... Oh god, they're going for it, but I think that's going to be an extra kill there. They do get the kill on Dregron, sorry. But, ooh, that's a rough engagement. Best of a bad situation, but unfortunately still a rough engagement, so... What can you do?
Here. A gank attempt, possibly? He doesn't have ultimate, he used it on mid lane.
I mean, having said that though, if they're able to pick off Petom here, then he has no TP. He'll be dead again. That kind of ruins his game a little bit, but... Nah, unfortunately, Malou, he's got some pretty good positioning there, manages to catch out Panda and just provide that ever so valuable information.
Malou just the loyal guard.
Yeah, they are, unfortunately for Roshan. Yeah.
So much spitting.
God, Viper, what a hero. It's crazy as well, because that hero just got, like, not nerfed hard, but they definitely just got nerfed. And now here, it's just, unfortunately, it's just Viper. Like, what can you do?
Heard an opinion that every patch is a Viper patch.
Was that from Vio by chance?
No.
No?
No.
Oh my god, I'm surprised.
But for Vio, definitely every patch is a Viper patch.
Oh yeah. Like, even if that hero, like, you know, never toxin deals 0 damage and actually does nothing, still a Viper
Vio
patch.
will still play exclusively Whoopik.
Which, quite frankly, I respect that, honestly. Ooh, kind of big shards there, but... Stuns going out? I think, actually, Malou is going to go down, unfortunately. Is Dregron going to go down, though? No, he's just got too much movement speed. He even kills the courier on his way out.
The courier and just runs.
Ikin, not quite so lucky. Yeah, the TP out on Night Stalker. Very well done. Panda. He pops everything. Is he gonna be... Oh! He managed to kill Floyo. Oh, wow. That was good. That was really good.
This is such an entertaining game to watch. Everything happening on this map so far is absolutely insane. The score is completely even.
20 kills in 10 minutes is... Wow, that's a lot. That's good.
2 kills per minute. It's a bloodbath. Love to see it.
Speaking of bloodbath, Mannyman's just gonna walk up, press RP. Oh, opponent have cancelled the stun by accident. God, that would have been a kill. I think if she kept the stun going, that might have just been
would
it.
have been a kill. Yes.
God, that's really unfortunate.
Insane.
Hey, good effort nonetheless.
The snake is still there. The snake is doing damage. But yeah, the double kill made was so far probably the most beautiful play we've seen in this game.
Yeah, that was... God. We just wanted some fun, don't we? What? I'm sorry, Dragon's eating some grapefruit Tic Tacs. This is a new one to me. I've never heard of grapefruit Tic Tacs. I probably shouldn't be distracting players. I should probably let them play. This is new.
I'm also curious now. I'm not really a fan of Tic Tacs because, like, whenever I get a box, I just eat the whole thing straight away.
Oh yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's like there's something in them where you just, like Pringles, when you pop, you just can't stop, you know. But got to have the armor, unfortunately, on Petom there though. It's really coming in handy for him. Okay, nice snowball. Probably going to be enough to save Petom. To be fair, will he be able to walk off? Oh, maybe not. Oh, the stick pop right at the last second actually saves him. Drakon he's oh, never mind. Doesn't quite save him because of the flying vision. They're able to get free, get the free. I can't remember what that ability is called. Concussive shot. I play that hero, by the way. So.
Don't believe you.
My bad. If I told you I have 8k hours and I still don't know the name of the ability,
it's fine.
Would you believe that?
Yes.
Ouch. Oh dear. Yeah. God. This, I feels like, I don't know what it is, but it feels like, at least from my experience, obviously playing Tusk, whenever there's a Tusk in the game, it just becomes a bloodbath. Something about it, I don't know what it is, but... Oh. Okay.
We need a professional opinion here. I'm not sure if Kian is around. The renowned Tusk player.
That's true. He's known for the Tusk, he's known for the Pudge. They're gonna go for an opponent. The managed, oh, just barely managed to miss the, they barely missed the catch there, but unfortunately she's gonna go down anyway. Very nice catch. Judge Roland getting dived under the tier 1 tower. He's gonna escape the RP onto 2. It's gonna go kind of huge. That's 3 kills. They don't want to continue this fight on Roshan, and I think Ikin may end up going down as well. That might be a 4 for nothing trade. That's 4 for nothing. That is the last thing you want to be saying. Wait, Manny man, careful, careful, man. Also, you don't want to be squaring up to that thing. That's scary.
It is scary. Well, good thing they have a Viper with enough attack range to take it down and not get hit.
Yeah, he got that. Yeah, he got the Dragon Lance. They can just watch him as they stare at it.
But at the same time, there is constantly something going on Pedom's lane. He couldn't really farm. Like, it's so annoying as a carry player. It's so annoying when all the action is constantly happening where you're trying to just last hit a few creeps.
Yeah.
You don't want to be left alone.
You just want to mind your own business, have a good time, click some creeps.
And this whole time, Orsa was actually left alone and was farming.
That's a good point, actually. How's
fantastic.
Looking pretty good. He has the Battle Fury, actually. They possibly she might want to be careful of that, to be fair. Looking at the net worth graph, Ursa is on par with the Viper, who's just been killing people left, right, and center. But Epona looking like she might get caught here. But she'll be able to stall at least for a very long time, if nothing else. Oh my god, there's no way.
She survived.
Oh, the foul play saves her, and they even managed to get a double kill. The baits are crazy. The baits are going huge. Damn. You gotta hand that to her. You gotta hand that to Motion of the Roshan. That was very well played by them. They're actually even gonna be able to get Manly Man as he just pushed up slightly too far. They got the wall on the lane. It's that's rough. That's a rough engagement, but Very good for motion in the ocean. No, motion in the
Motion
ocean.
in the
No.
ocean.
Sorry, I'm thinking.
Are you
I don't know
okay?
where my brain's going there. Motion to the Roshan. Again,
To the
it
Roshan.
flows. It flows off the tongue for me. I gotta roll with it, you know. But
No, it is a fantastic sim name.
Radiant's top tower
yeah,
is
so I
falling.
do like it. I do like it a lot. Call me biased. It's not quite a cavern crash, but you know, motion in the Roshan is still very good. But yeah, I suppose 17-15 at 16 minutes. Pretty even. Net worth is again pretty even. 2K. It's only there's the only difference there is. So
Even despite the feed on the bot lane.
yeah, I would say that's a good point actually. They managed to get like a 4K on the bot lane, and they still are only 2K. They're actually 2K ahead, sorry, on a motion of the Roshan. So yeah, shaping up interestingly. So yeah. What are your thoughts so far, though? Who are you placing your money on at the moment?
Radiant's bottom tower.
We will never know who Anna is placing her money on.
I don't know. I'm not placing my money on anyone. I'm
No?
poor.
Figuratively speaking, then, you know, who do you think might be able to snatch this one away?
I really like the Death Prophet outfit. I am kind of biased here.
So far, you're influenced by the Death Prophet outfit. That's
Yeah,
that's what's really sold it to you.
Man with a taste. What can I say?
Fair enough. Yeah, very respectable indeed.
But if I'm talking seriously, I think this Ursa is having way too good of a time to lose this game.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the blink and he's going for the BKB afterwards. I think after he gets BKB, minus the Viper roll, and I guess RP as well, he can kind of just run around quite freely. Obviously with the Enrage as well, if they do mistime any spell pretty much, it could be quite rough.
Yeah,
But
what I'm thinking. Like, I know DK is very tanky, but Ursa is just a good hero to get through.
oh yeah.
To just cut through, eat through this decay. Like, I don't think Ursa would be having much of a problem there.
Maybe quick catch. Yeah, quick catch onto Gikin. He's gonna get disabled though. They're not gonna be able to get the skewer back. Looks like it might just be a 2-for-1. Yeah. Serpent wards go down. Maybe they won't be able to push for that, but I mean they do have the Death Prophet ult. Never mind, they're gonna be able to push for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think
When
that's the other thing.
Magnus is dead, they don't have an initiator. They don't really have many many things to throw and defend this tower. Wow. Looks like I
my
was
God.
wrong. And Petam just killed the Ursa.
Yeah, I would say so, that arm. Maybe there's some armlet toggling going on with 14 stacks of Fury swipes. Damn. I guess Petom's just built different. What can you say? But yeah, I think. I mean, I see the Ursa has switched up. He's not going to go for the BKB straight up. At least going for a Basher real quick. I think with Basher and MKB, then he really will just absolutely rip through Petom. He barely gets that armlet off. I think he might be going down anyway. Yep, there it is. Man does get 2 catch. He gets the RP. The question is, does he have the damage to kill Epona? I did hear an Ursa. Yeah, there it is. There's the stun. Ursa's just going to maul him down. Yeah, there it is. Down he goes. Fantastic turnaround by motion of the Roshan there. They're going to look for more. Ursa's not careful. He has no enrage, and he's actually... I think he might just go down here. He might go down to the Viper spells. Yep, simple as that. Wow. Very aggressive play. Very, very aggressive play. But fantastic TP there by Blue. And yeah, that's a catch. That's a second kill. 2 for 2 ain't too bad, if I do say so myself.
Well, I mean, Epona was bait in there quite masterfully, and if they just went back there, it would have been a fantastic win.
Oh yeah, I would say that was
support in exchange for a carry. I'd take that trade.
Yeah, and to be fair, I mean that was also like Epona showed up at the perfect time as well. Obviously, being able to catch Petom like that. Very well played. Very, very good. So, God, we are watching some very interesting Dota. As soon as I saw the ranks and everything like that as well on Motion in the Roshan, or Motion of the Roshan, sorry. I had a feeling we might be in for a good one, to be fair. So, yeah, I like it.
There is a smoke coming off from Manly Man and Maloo.
Yeah, so far just the two of them. They might not go too crazy with it.
Is this just a warden smoke, or...?
I mean, they can see, obviously, on mid. She is quite alone. Depends on whether they want to go for it, though. Looks like they're going to back off for a sec. Obviously, yeah, Maloo got his smoke popped, unfortunately. So, just going to take it slow for a minute.
Walk too close to this beauty of a Death Prophet.
Although, hang on, not taking it slow for too long, actually. Smoke from Motion in the Roshan. We'll see if they can catch something. They do have all their spells ready. They have absolutely everything. Both sides. There's going to be a big fight here. They're going to get the blink. Oh, Manly Man just barely blinks out, though. Will Josh Rowland be so lucky? Maybe not, maybe. Good snowball save from Maloo, though. Unfortunately, Peton gets stunned up. Are they going to be able to turn this around? Magnus is coming in. He's going to go for the RP. It's going to hit one. Unfortunately, just going to go onto the Shadow Shaman there. But good steal there from Joe Troll. He managed to get the shackles, and they're going to be able to stun him up. I don't even know what he took that much damage from. I don't think that was one right click from Peton that just killed the Night Stalker there, but they did manage to get a return there in the back lines.
Was Ursa there even in that fight? Yes, he was.
I think he just went and got nuked down pretty quickly.
Viper.
Good catch. Even better snowball, and that's going to be a kill onto Epona. Do they want to be greedy? Do they want to chase Icken as well? They've got to be careful, though, because the Ursa's right behind him. Looks like they're going to behave themselves.
I mean, they did run out of spells. They used pretty much everything.
Yeah, I think the Magnus RP there. Sorry, go on.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, I was just going to say the Magnus RP there, unfortunately didn't quite catch the Death Prophet. So she was able to just walk around and do what she wanted, but...
Like, he was actually trying very hard to position himself better to also catch Death Prophet, but yeah, she moved in the last moment.
Yeah.
And it was just the minimal range that it didn't catch her.
Exactly. I think maybe his blink got cancelled like right at the last second, because I mean, I think he was trying to like position himself to get the perfect blink RP, but then obviously had to skewer in the end, so not quite able to get it. But they are looking for the... Oh, never mind. He's actually going to go for the Pike before the Ags on Viper from the looks of things. Which, to be fair, versus Night Stalker, fantastic idea. Cannot really get a much better item than a 4-staff until he buys a Nullifier, and then you just cry yourself to sleep. But
I just overall love that item. It's a fantastic item.
Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the heroes you play are like Hurricane Pike buyers as well, I feel, so...
Yep.
You know, heroes like the Muerta and the Drow Ranger, they all absolutely love that item, so...
Don't forget my famous Enchantress offlane.
Of course. I mean, from what I've heard, not recently per se, it's somewhat infamous from what I heard about one game that happened a couple of weeks ago. Again, not to call you out on stream, but like, you know, I'm just saying.
No, it was ridiculous. It was very bad. It's a very bad offlane pick, I think.
It's okay. It's like, it happens.
Whenever I'm stuck playing offlane, I don't really have any offlane pool.
except for the Enchantress.
Except the Enchantress.
Listen, I played a game about...
I can't believe my Enchantress offlane is actually that infamous.
I've just heard about it. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, the other week
Who ratted me out?
No, I didn't rat you. No, I mean, I may have ratted you out a little bit on the show. Listen, I haven't mentioned any stats yet. I haven't said what your KD was or anything like that. So, as far as everyone needs to know...
Please, let's move on.
It's just a rough game.
Let's not speak about the past.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll get even, and I'll tell about the game that I played a few weeks ago where I picked Darkseer, which doesn't exist this patch anyway. And I'm pretty sure I went like 0-8 in the laning phase. and basically lost the team the game because I picked Darkseer.
Close enough.
How's that?
Close enough. Well, I actually got carried that game.
So you still won?
Yeah.
But now I feel like we're not even.
Dire are scanning.
I feel like I've overshared now. You know, I feel like you've got one up on me.
What can I do?
Basically, just hit me with the sucks to suck. Damn, fair enough. All right, no, touche. They are gonna go for a smoke, however, on passport issues. Returning to the game, you know. Looking at a smoke.
I can even do this profits.
Yeah.
Fantastic item.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. Cheeky little blood grenade from the Death Prophet as well. Why not? I like it.
Just trying to free up the space in the inventory.
Need to get that Observer Ward in there. Maybe can Malu get the... No, not quite. Well, the smoke came and the smoke went.
Yeah, the game did calm down quite a good bit now.
Yeah, so we had like...
Everyone's scared.
Yeah. At 15, you know, I mean, granted we're at 45 kills right now, but, I mean, 15 minutes was 25 kills. Yeah, I think people just want to hit some creeps, get some items, just take it easy for a little bit. Which, never mind, they're buying a smoke, they're grouping up. They don't want to take it easy for too long. But I think passport issues probably do, to be fair, because I think, you know, looking at the Dragon Knight, I mean, granted he has BKB, Mom, and the armlet as well, but I feel as though they probably want to get, I think, yeah, they're looking for Sanjin Yasha there on the Dragon Knight. I think ideally they want to try and avoid a fight, especially since Ursa, I mean, looking at him, yeah, BKB, Basher, he's going for a Nullifier. He's pretty strong at the moment.
I think it feels like they just can't decide what to do. They're pinging Raj, they're going somewhere else. Like, do we fight? Do we take Raj? But it seems like they're fighting now.
I mean, so far, no, never mind. Jotron is going to go down to the Ursa. Meanwhile, they actually managed to catch out Manly Man. They managed to kill him before he can even get the RP off. But the BKB, the Mask of Madness, and the armlet, is it going to be enough to be able to just take down the Death Prophet, deal a load of damage? It looks like it might just be BKB popped by the Ursa. And, oh, the Shaman. Opponent managed to get a huge stun off there, but she does go down for it, but does manage to take out the Dragon Knight. This is looking like it's going to be a full 5-man wipe. I'm not going to ask too many questions about the... oh my god, never mind the Viper. Does he have the Axe? He doesn't even have the Axe and he's dealing that much damage. He gets an ultra kill. He managed to make what looks like a terrible, really lost fight into a 4-for-5 trade. And they're not even going to be able to push off of it because the Night Stalker was so low he had to go to base. Wow. Wow, just wow, that's all I've got to say. I was not expecting that, I'm not going to lie.
Well, it was a beautiful fight. Also, shout out to Ipona there. She again just narrowly escaped due to her innate. Left the fight, came back, helped Night Stalker and Ursa get some kills. Yes, she did die, but she just managed to do so much impact.
Yeah, I would say, which, to be fair, I know, like, a lot of people probably would have potentially gotten scared there, walked off. They don't want to risk dying, obviously, since they're on such low health, but sticking around and, I mean, sacrificing yourself essentially to be able to kill off things like the DK and be able to get a 5k on passport issues, like, that's... Yeah, no, it's
You had no fear. I can so respect that.
Yeah. Man, it's a lost attribute in my pubs, quite frankly. But, hey. We're not here to talk about my pubs anymore, otherwise we'll start talking about Darkseer again. So, back to the game, please. I don't want to talk about Darkseer anymore. But Roshan is alive, to be fair. I want to see some Rosh action. Not gonna see it. They're just gonna run at him, and Malu unfortunately does not have the blink dagger, so it looks like he will be going down here. But whoa, the tip. Whoa. Hardly necessary. That's my husband right there.
I think your husband started
right
first on the toxic tips.
In that case, Malu, what the hell, man? What are you doing? I'd like to change my tune and retract everything I just said.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
But yeah, no, oh my god, yeah, they have the Empower, obviously. Petom, I think, is having a grand old time with that. But
I'm pretty happy. But I'm like, they have Ursa on the Dara team. Where is Rosh?
down bot right now.
Roshan, go take Roshan.
I'll say I think they may be motioning
There it
towards
is.
the Roshan. And even gonna drop the snakes for it. Well, the snake, just the really big one. I don't. They know about it on passport issues, but I don't think they're gonna want to contest this. Again, they've got the snake down. They've got Ursa in there. They are. Never mind. They're looking to contest this. The smoke's coming through. They're not gonna be able to get there in time though. Aegis goes onto the Ursa. They're gonna pop BKB. They're gonna pop onto the Night Stalker. They're gonna take down Jojo. Manly Man once again before he can get the RP off. Return kill onto Ikin, but Viper, he's sitting in the middle. He's got the axe now, I think. He's just shitting out damage like there's no tomorrow.
Everything is dying.
Backlines, I mean, Dragron's in there, but he's gonna get the blink out. Oh, he just barely survives by the skin of his teeth. Oh my. I mean, as far as a Roche engagement fight goes, a 2 for 2 after they take Aegis, not too bad. Not too bad.
This Viper is somehow doing insane damage. Like everything in his vicinity just dies. How does that work?
I'll say, are we missing something?
Dire's middle tower.
It might maybe something to do with the serrated shiv. To be fair, that does a surprising amount of extra damage, and obviously the caustic bath as well. The facet, but damn, this Viper are going kind of crazy.
Dire's top
Really
tower
is going kind of
fallen.
crazy. I guess Vio was onto
Dire's
something.
middle
Every
tower
patch is a Viper
under
patch.
attack.
That was not Vio who said that.
Yeah, but he would say that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he would.
the other non-named person as well who said every patch is a Viper patch. But so far, pretty spicy game. I really still don't know who to put my money on. Like, I want to say late game, an Ursa versus a Dragon Knight. I want to say I have faith in the Ursa. I could be completely wrong, but I don't know. He does get a lot of armor from the innate ability on Dragon Knight, so maybe, you know, Ursa doesn't really want to buy an MKB unless they buy Evasion, right? Because I mean,
Also true.
why would you buy an MKB unless they buy Evasion? But at the same time, diversifying the damage just so that you can actually deal more damage to the DK and get through the armor, I don't think is a bad idea, personally.
How do you pronounce Ursa's name? Muesli?
Muesli, I think.
Muesli?
Like the what is? Hang on, I'm gonna Google this out of fear of making myself look like an idiot.
Dire are scanning.
Okay, never mind. I did know what it was. All right, I'm proud of me. Yeah, like the food. I mean, I knew it was food, but like specifically what it was involved in it.
It's like
Well,
oats type of thing, right?
yeah, oats, nuts, seeds,
Like
dried
granola.
fruits. Yeah, that sort of stuff. So, oh no, sorry, nope, never mind. Unlike granola, apparently. So it's like, yeah, muesli isn't baked with sweeteners, so it remains loose and can be customized with fresh fruit. Oh, how fun!
We learned something today.
Indeed, this is an educational stream. What can we say?
Today we're learning about muesli.
Yeah. Previously, we learned that Slardar's a slug. Today, we're learning about muesli. So, every day is a school day. Speaking of school, Malou is in a spot right now.
Malou,
Oh
yeah.
my god!
It's kind of.
I don't think never mind. He's just going to TP. He is totally going to get out of that. They have no lockdown on the Skyrath Mage, unfortunately. Besides a meteor hammer.
Hear Malou just screaming in excitement.
Yeah, 100%. He's just like, oh yeah, yeah.
I know,
Are you okay? Yeah.
Structures are fortified.
Oh dear. But yeah, no. I have very mixed feelings about this this meteor hammer rush on the Skyrath Mage. One, oh no, Manny Man goes down once again before getting the RP off. They really have the target priority correct here. And I mean, you've got Petom on the backlines, however, he's not going to... Oh, opponent's just barely going to survive.
Yet again? She does it again?
She's crazy. She's just barely surviving by the skin of her teeth. Unfortunately, Joe Trollin goes down in the backlines. Never mind, opponent just died. I think she blinked in and got one-tapped. But Blowyo takes down Death Prophet at some point. He's just 1v1ing her under the tier 2 tower on bot lane, I guess. Wow. whew. I don't even know how. Do you know what killed Epona there?
Well, Peton did a lot of damage to her. She barely escaped again due to her innate.
Yeah.
But I think she wanted to help her Ursa, and just didn't realize there were two people there and not just one. And yeah, she didn't have almost any HP.
Yeah, it might have been maybe she blinked into the ice shards or something. I'm not really too sure, but either way, pretty well turned by passport issues. Gotta
Yeah,
hand
like
it to 'em.
even despite the Magnus just went down first and instantly, and in theory that would remove a lot of passport issues teamfight capabilities. Um, they're still somehow winning.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure. I think it's a mixture, obviously, Peton, for example, he has got the Daedalus, he has got the Sanjin Yasha, and he has plenty of attack speed to back up the damage. So, getting the jump on 2 supports there, absolutely huge. Making it so opponent was like super low on HP. When she jumps back in, obviously gets completely blown up. They are looking at Muesli down the bottom. Malou gets the catch. They managed to stun him up. But just to make him ETP, unfortunately.
BTP, yeah.
Yeah, simple as. So, fair enough. But yeah, no, I think fortunately outside of the Magnus, they still have plenty of damage. They have the Viper who just took a Death Prophet's attention for like 90% of that fight. I think even 100% of that fight potentially. Petom on the DK, again, completely just a damage machine, quite frankly. There's a lot going on passport issues, which is just quite frankly good for them. I haven't really got anything else to say. So.
Like even if you look at the net worths, Ursa is still first, but Petom and Blowyo are very close.
Is under attack.
Oh yeah.
Can Ursa take on both of them? I don't think so.
I mean, especially if they have the attention split like they did last fight, where you've got, the Viper 1 versus 1 on the Death Prophet, those two are just duking it out so far away from the rest of the fight. I don't think that that's going to bode well for the Ursa. That's, such a single target damage hero anyway, not going to be able to take out both of them. However, speaking of taking them out, Petom does manage to get the BKB off. Manages to walk away at least just a little bit, and it looks like they're actually going to be able to turn around, potentially even kill off the Night Stalker. Or not, they just don't have enough damage, just barely. The opponent goes down for it, but... Drogron, he's just walking away.
Petom was there alone, but then instantly his whole team is just there, ready to help. So much love for Petom.
Yeah. They can't get enough of him. Dragron, they're going to try and jump back in. This is not much help. I think he might... Yeah, he's probably going to go down unless the bash comes out from Ursa and they're dealing enough damage. Malou just barely walks out, stun onto the Death Prophet. I don't think it's really going to matter. I think they might just end up... unless the Satanic is not quite enough for Muesli. Petom, he's got his own Satanic, if I'm not mistaken. Never mind, he doesn't even have the Satanic. He's just wailing on him and getting plenty of lifesteal from the Mask of Madness. And... yeah, huge crit there for 1k damage. That's a 5-man wipe going the way of passport issues. All the damage the Streak is just producing through the corrosive dragon, with the with the corrosion. Huge. Absolutely huge.
Starting to think maybe I should go back to playing DK. It doesn't look too bad.
Did you ever play the corrosive dragon DK, or
no?
Are you more on the fire dragon?
Yeah, I'm the fire dragon.
Yeah, I was like, back when that hero used to be like unbelievably meta because fire dragon was just so busted.
It was ridiculously busted, yes.
That was so dumb. That was so dumb. But at the same time, like, yeah. But then you look at Worm's Wrath. You look at the corrosive dragon. Like, when you're in your alt form, 6 armor reduction. Like, doesn't sound like a crazy amount, but especially when you've got heroes like the Skywrath Mage, you've got heroes like the Shadow Shaman, who have got such low armor anyway. It goes such a long way. It's huge. So I like it. I like it a lot.
Radiant are scanning.
I do have to feel kind of bad for Manly Man, though. He's dying first, like, every fight, unfortunately. So he's now, as the Pos 3, a lower level than Malou. As the Pos 5. He's got it kind of rough.
They have almost same net worth.
Do they? Wait. Oh my god, that's... Oh, only 3k's difference between them. That's
Yeah,
rough.
only
As a
net
Pos
40.
3.
That is pretty rough.
Yeah. But to be fair, I was like, them focusing all their attention onto Manly Man and him dying first, that's the key part. They're focusing all their attention onto Manly Man.
So essentially he is doing what he has
Oh my
to do.
lord. Exactly, yeah. I was like, even if it's just through dying and not being able to get the RP off, that's time the rest of the team's able to spend focusing on other people. By the way, I'm sorry, the way that they're like right on top of each other right now, this is terrifying, quite frankly. Roshan's being taken right under their noses, and neither team has any idea. Trolley found them. They know. Borio gets the Aegis. Unfortunately, Jotron is going to be going down here, but looks like, I mean, I don't think they're ready for this. The Ursa's not there. Managed to get the kill onto Sea Panda. Ursa has arrived. He managed to kill Malou as well, but I mean, are they really going to be able to turn around too much? I don't really see it. Two down versus the one on the Death Prophet. They have got the vision advantage thanks to the Night Stalker, but I mean, currently fighting a battle on two fronts here. I think you've got the support going down. Petal manages to get one kill. Oh, Manly Man, unfortunately, once again. This poor guy.
He really tried. He really tried to hide there.
Yeah, but he just couldn't quite. Opponent was right there ready for him. Who's speaking of as well, managed to get the Hex onto Petal and blink out. Maybe? Oh, they see it, but no, no detection. Absolute menace this game, by the way. Absolute menace. Wow.
Also, excuse me, it's minute 42. The score is 40-37.
It's such an even game.
It's beautiful. Love this thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's brilliant. It's this is home. This is a wonderful place to be. But the thing is, I mean, look at the net worth difference as well. It's still only 1,000 net worth difference between passport issues and motion in the Roshan. Motion of the Roshan, sorry. I keep mispronouncing the name. It's so close. Oh, speaking of close, I don't think Petom's getting out of this one. Hex, stun. Getting chain stunned. But it's not enough. He gets the RP off. He managed to get 2 on it as well. Finally, the RP goes down, and it's absolutely massive. Saves Petom. He gets a Satanic. He heals up to full. It's like nothing ever happened.
Manly Man did really make this RP count. Whenever he manages to get it off, this one did count.
Yeah, he's been waiting like a good 10-15 minutes for that RP. I bet that felt so satisfying to finally be able to say, hey, I did it. And like you say, that was brilliant. That was absolutely huge RP. Now, tier 2 tower. What are they going to do about it? They have no Ursa. The most they could do is maybe throw out Death Prophet ult, but you don't really want to defend a tier 2. They actually do still have the Aegis as well, now that I think about it. They've got 2 minutes 30 seconds on it, so they can do basically whatever they want, I feel. Especially for the next 50 seconds, I mean.
Yeah.
You know.
Things are kind of pushed though.
Oh yeah, that's if nothing else, that's what motion of the Roshan have been doing. Just pushing out lanes, so. Uh-oh.
Oi, oi, oi.
Has Ikin been caught here? Ikin's been found, at least. Could it...
And...
Is Ikin have... Wow. He didn't have the TP, that's so unfortunate.
I was wondering, like, why is he not TPing? Is he...
Yeah.
Is he just waiting for Petom to use his stun? To, like, not get interrupted and actually just TP out?
Yeah, I did wonder the same at first, but unfortunately, literally it was like, when he died, it was a second until it was up again, so... Very unfortunate. Malou wanted some gold there, but... Tragic reality. Petom wanted it too. I think they do... I want to say they have to be kind of careful here, though, because I mean they're not going to go for the the tier 2 defense. I don't think. But even with Aegis going for a high ground push, like
I think passport issues are crazy enough. They might just try.
yeah, I feel as though they share. Is that? Would it be fair to say that they kind of share like a similar energy to Imprint when it comes to the high ground push, or is that a step too far?
Look, I don't know, but I have a feeling that maybe passport issues do have a bit of a better track record of going down.
The numbers don't lie.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Get the scouts to the illusions,
But then I'm remembering my team's performance against Imprint on the LAN and how the tier 2 was still standing and we were diving the fountain.
oh my lord, okay.
I think that's what actually lost us the game.
What was the fountain dive? Oh god. It sounds like it was all going so well. I mean, speaking of going so well as well, actually, I mean...
Look, we had fun, okay?
Yeah, that's the important part. Especially at the LAN, you want to...
I was playing mid, believe it or not.
What? Damn, okay. Color me surprised. Unless it does have a TP, I just don't... Yeah, you just don't want to use it, to be fair. I mean, he doesn't need to. They managed to catch out Josh Rowland, and looks like they're going to try and chase for more, but I think everyone's just slightly too far out on this. Oh, Dragron's just barely able to get the stun off.
Malou's
But it's
there.
not a good thing. I was saying Malou's there to back up. He's got the punch ready. Never mind, he got silenced. He's not even able to get it off, but I mean, the tankiness that this Viper has, he's got the Shivas, he's got the Ags. He is going to eventually go down. They managed to get 3 picks out of that, but...
They
very
threw
well
all of
chased.
these spells just to kill Tuskar and Wupik.
Yeah, I would say they had to pop, like you say, yeah, they popped Ward, they popped...
Exorcism, everything.
that's the
Everything
word,
went
yep.
there.
I was like, everything just to kill 3. And I think 90% of that was probably because the Viper, again, he's just so tanky. Standing inside of the Nether Toxin with the Axe. He's got a Butterfly as well, which I didn't even realise. Spoken like a true Brit there, I know. And he's just got the Shiva's Guard. He's a monster. There's no other way of putting it. He's just a monster.
He's a monster already for just even picking Viper.
I mean, yeah. You said it.
Radiant are scanning.
But nonetheless, I think they're looking for the high ground push now. They got 3
Honestly,
there.
understandably so. This Viper is so scary and he's dead for 40 seconds. I'm not sure if they can do anything considering they did drop
Radiant's middle
their
tower has
potion
fallen.
spells to murder him.
It does, yeah.
They can chip it a little
Under
bit.
attack.
I'll say, yeah, it looks like they're just going to push it in, really. I don't think they want to, I don't think they want to go too crazy with it.
Careful people.
Yeah. I mean, there is always the fear, obviously, you do still have the manly man RP up. Like, he can always just RP skewer someone back, and I don't think they have many, especially with the Night Stalker dead, they don't have many blink daggers to be able to back it up, Like, if they manage to catch a Pona on the Shaman, for example, she dead. She dead as hell. She ain't getting out of that, so... I would, yeah, I think it's probably better to play your cards right and just back off, play it safe, and see what happens. Meanwhile, there's going to be a confrontation here. Will they manage to get the jump on Muesli before? There's the RP, it goes down. They managed to get the chain stun in. Are they going to burst it while he's stunned? They just barely managed to. Drake he's running in. I mean, he's got the BKB. Opponent goes down, unfortunately, on the right-hand side there. I think that's pretty cut and dry. They don't want to try anything after that.
I
They
think
just wanna
that is
get
your
out.
cue to get out, yeah.
Yeah, cut the losses. Manly Man, he does manage to get the catch. They get the stun off from the Rubik. Chain stun him up, and one more click. There you go. Malou with the shots.
Ooh.
That's my husband right there. Look at him go. Not biased at all, by the way. I'm
What do you
here.
think about this meme hammer on Skywrath Mage?
How do I feel about it?
Yeah, how do you feel about it?
Incredibly conflicted. Unbelievably conflicted. And also, by the way, I'm not biased. I'm here for good Dota. But no, this is... I like it because obviously one of the things that hero lacks very much is, well, besides physical damage, of course, is the ability to push. Like, I mean, granted, you don't pick Scarif Mage because you're trying to split push lanes and you're trying to, like, you're you're trying to rat and siege high ground or anything. You pick Scarif Mage because of the amount of damage that he is able to produce. But obviously, Meteor Hammer builds out a Kaya, which is an item that Scarif Mage does like anyway. Personally, I prefer the Kaya and Sange because of the mana cost, mana loss reduction, which Scarif Mage absolutely loves. Tusk does have the kick now. Malu's able to kick him back, and I think they might actually be able to take down the... yeah, just barely managed to take down Sea Panda. No, Deathport, he does still have the ult if he wants to buy back, and I don't know how interested they are in... they're gonna force out a fortify here, but...
They just don't care, they just go.
I mean, Bloyo's trying to get the head start there. There you go, kind of forcing the buyback there on the Death Prophet. I don't think they want to stick around too much longer, though. Honestly, I'm surprised they're sticking around for the racks, even. But that's a lot of damage there out onto the tier 4s. Okay, Josh does get caught out. But Petom, through a 2-man RP, goes down. Unfortunately, he did get it during the enrage, so he's going to be able to just shrug it off. But I think Dragon, he's... damage just being produced by Petom. It's huge. He actually does go down for it, though. Satanic gets popped by Muesli. He just survives. He doesn't care. He shrugs it off. Malu just kicks him out. He don't want to hear about none of it, but he's going to go down anyway. They're just going to walk him down. They're just going to keep going. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. When I saw that Rax push, I was worried that there was going to be a bit of pushback from motion of the Roshan there, and that's exactly what there was. They just...
This was pretty beautiful fight, and honestly, I am very happy it went the way it went. I want to enjoy this game a bit longer.
So if we could just get like a couple of throws back and forth, you know, maybe get the tier 5 neutrals.
Just to also feel a bit better about myself and how my games go, you know?
Oh, I felt that. Like, from the very depths of my soul, I did kind of feel that one, but... yeah, 4-man white, that's a pretty Roshan if I've ever seen one. That's just job done.
Easiest time of their life?
So, yeah, easiest time.
It actually works for it pretty hard, but...
yeah, I was like, that's a cheeky little 135 gold each, you know? The real reason you take Roshan. But yeah, I'm wondering who this refresh is going to go on. Probably not the Shaman, he's got his own. So she's got her own one. Are they just gonna... who are they gonna put? They're gonna keep it on Night Stalker's backpack for the time being, I suppose. I mean, actually, they have the banner, so...
okay, they're chipping this mid tower.
Night Stalker refresher. They do have Dark Ascension, so they are kind of ready to turn around and go whenever they want, but... the question is when.
I'm kind of worried about Muesli here. Okay, he just makes the decision to walk away.
Yeah, I mean, they drop double snakes. There's no way they're killing that.
So much damage.
That's crazy, isn't it? Like, look at how much attention they have to focus onto these two. Oh, they barely do manage to actually take it down, though.
That was also a melee barrack. It will regenerate.
Yeah, but imagine how funny it would be if they denied it. Anyway, back to the fight. Now I'm managing to get the stuns off on Petom. He does have the BKB though, so they're not going to be able to chain stun him. Snowball save comes out. Down he goes. Managed to stun up Muesli, and he's actually going to get bursted out of his Aegis. He doesn't have Enrage either, so will they be able to kill him twice? Only time will tell, but the BKB just kick him away. Not interested, don't want to hear it. Petom is going to continue getting the damage out, get the stun out. RP comes down onto Death Prophet, and going to get bursted down as well. They have no Enrage on the Ursa, and he's dead. That's 2 dead, 2 buybacks later. I don't think they want to push it too hard, and was that a 1.8k damage crit? Did I just see that right, or can I not read? What was that? Oh my lord. No, it's okay. I can't read. Don't worry about it. But yeah, no, that butterfly, DK, he's just got so much attack speed. They can't do anything about that at this point. I was completely wrong about the Ursa, I think.
Yep, I was very wrong as well.
Wow.
Yeah, they're just also kiting him so well with the Hurricane Pike. And,
oh yeah. Everything's all just too much, but I mean, the cheese has been eaten. They don't... the kick as well. They just get rid of the Ursa during his ult. They don't care about it. Flex is enraged. They're just like, get out of here. Not interested. Don't want to hear it. And he goes down. That's the team wipe, and that's GG. First game. It's going to go the way of passport issues, and what a game it was. Oh my lord. They managed to go from like a 1k net worth difference to a 27k net worth difference.
55 minutes of pure delight.
Oh yeah, what a game! What a fantastic game! Kudos to both teams as well. Both very well played. But Password
And
Issues just barely manages to clutch up in the end.
very beautifully played. And I'm very happy they didn't just like crash out, you know, after the first few unfortunate team fights on the side of Passport Issues. But
Oh yeah.
anyway, we're going to take a short break, and we will be back in a few minutes for the game 2. And yeah, stay with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again. Here for round 2, IDL Season 6, Motion of the Roshan versus Passport Issues. Got some bans out of the way, got a couple picks out of the way. Speaking of a couple of picks, we're going for the second phase Leshrac pick. However, so far, Passport Issues is looking very, very similar.
Very consistent, I would say. And yeah, instantly Magnus Rubik.
Yeah.
My man did not get enough.
I'll say, yeah, he wants to prove himself. Obviously, he's got that in his on his sponsor or whatever, saying, you know, ban Magnus. He wants to have his chance to shine. But I couldn't help but notice
Previous game as well.
Say it, sir.
He did kind of shine previous game.
Oh, sorry. I'm not saying that there definitely was some good RPs in there.
Anything.
Yeah, he was definitely shut down a fair bit though. So, you know, maybe that's what it was. Maybe they saw the ban Magnus and they're like, "Damn, this guy's too good at Magnus. We gotta do what we can." But I can't help but notice 2 heroes from last game that did get banned: the Tusk and the Viper. Clearly, they weren't huge fans of that on Motion of the Roshan.
Very understandable.
Exactly. Took the words right out of my mouth. Honestly, they were both fantastic picks. Very well played as well. But yeah, on the opposite side of things, though, Passport Issues looking consistent. They are switching it up for the Jakiro this time, which presumably, once again, Joe Trollen on the Rubik and Malu on the Jakiro this time. But Motion of the Roshan going for something very different. You've got Clockwork and Leshrac so far.
Very spicy.
Yeah, I like it. I'm not too sure where to expect these heroes yet. You know, there's still plenty of time to wait and see what happens, but yeah, we'll see how it all goes. But I don't know. I given what happened last game, given how like here, there, everywhere, given how all over the place it was, I do not know what to expect going into game 2, to be honest. Like, we have 2 very good teams here, who, you know, are, quite frankly, given last game, an absolute pleasure to watch. And, well, I'm just looking forward to see where it takes us next.
I suspect this is going to be Ipona on the Lich. I can
call it a hunch. Yeah, I would say, to be fair, 130 games on the Lich there from Ipona, I do see, so there is every chance.
And I think so far they have a lot of magical damage on Motion of the Roshan. Some stuns. It's looking good.
Yeah, I was saying there's very good setup as well, to be fair. The Clockwork into the Leshrac, you know, to be able to get an easy split Earth off, and obviously Diabolic Edict just doing what it does, quite frankly. God, I hate that ability. Always have done, always will do. It's the same with, for some reason, Warlock Shadow Word. I've always hated that ability as well. Don't ask me why, though. I couldn't tell you. But Centaur Warrunner, they are going for a very, very different approach this time from Motion of the Roshan. Which, honestly, I mean, to be fair, I suppose you've got a lot of the heroes banned, like the Shadow Shaman, obviously banned, Night Stalker banned, 2 very, very problematic heroes, which Motion of the Roshan exemplified very well last game. But outside of that, I suppose we'll just have to wait and see. Now it's
actually quite intrigue time on the Passport Issues picks, because the remaining heroes would be Robin and Petom, and they can play whatever, like anything can come up right now.
I must say, I'm kind of hoping to see something a bit spicier than Dragon Knight this time. You know, no disrespect, obviously. It was a good pick. It was fantastically played by Petom. But it would be quite funky to see something just a little bit more out there, you know, a little bit more Petom, I dare say.
I'm actually kind of hoping for Nyx mid.
For who?
Nyx Assassin.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
I mean, it is a possibility.
It's always a possibility. As long as Petom's involved, anything can happen. I don't really know. I mean, in terms of, I mean, they're running out of reserve time here. They've got to be careful, but I'm trying to think heroes that even, like, you know, Sand King.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's probably going to be a mid hero. obviously, you know, they've got Manly Man on the Magnus. I want to, for some reason, call it a hunch. I want to say Bloyo more on the Sand King than
Radiant team ban.
Petom.
Okay, you
Call
see
it
that
a
they're
hunch.
banning high physical damage carriers,
Mm.
which is what Motion of the Roshan lacks at the moment.
Oh, definitely. Like, I do not foresee like a Muerta, for example, here from Motion of the Roshan because, like, you know, you got Leshrac, you got Lich, even Centaur to a degree. He does, if I'm not mistaken, the W is magic damage. Spectre. Okay.
I think that is going to be Pedom Spectre.
Probably, yeah. Which, funky. Very funky. I don't think I've ever seen Peton play Spectre, I don't think, to be honest.
I have, and it's not bad.
Okay.
5 seconds.
That'll be a vote of confidence there, shall we say. But it's just a moment of truth here. Motion of the Roshan, I mean, they probably, I mean, honestly, even a PA wouldn't go amiss. But they will go for anti-mage instead.
Wow.
I mean, it's good versus the Magnus, that's for sure. Any skewers under tower just blink out, nothing to worry about. Because I mean, Rubik's Stun's not really going to last very long. But yeah, no, this is okay. An anti-mage last pick, fair enough.
Very spicy. We wanted spicy, we got spicy.
Yeah.
You know, I always have anti-mage in my ban list.
Any reason? What was it about the anti-mage?
It's very annoying to play against, and I just don't want anyone on my team to pick it.
Okay, yeah. So I know there is like quite a renowned hatred of sorts for the anti-mage here, whether it's on your team or the enemy team. I think you know.
Yeah, it's just never good to have in your game.
I feel so it's one of those heroes where it's like, you know, the enemy anti-mage is always like the absolute, you know, godlike player. He's a rat. Yeah, exactly. He knows exactly what he's doing. As soon as your team picks the anti-mage, though, he's got his head up his ass. He doesn't know what's going on. He's here, there, and everywhere, and you just get scared. That's my pub experience, at least. Maybe that's just
pretty much.
I'm glad to hear it. I know, I do know a couple of other people who are quite like that as well, to be fair. So I, again, completely understand the anti-mage disrespect. But yeah, looks like here we go. Into game 2. Passport issues versus Motion of the Roshan once again. Here's
Maybe we should believe in anti-mage by Muesli.
I would say, yeah, this... Listen, in this game, I can't imagine they're going to pick the anti-mage for no reason. Like, they know what they're doing there. And they also do have a fantastic team to be able to create space for the anti-mage. You know, things like Clockwork and Leshrac, obviously Stampede as well, coming out from the Centaur. They have so much just run-at-you potential that I'm not really... I mean, personally, I wouldn't be too concerned for the anti-mage. So... And yeah, it did end up being a blow-you on the Sand King, so... Yeah, there we are, I suppose, but... We might even see a bit more beef on the bot lane here. Last game it was top lane, this game it's bot lane. As far as level 1 goes, though, I don't think Passport Issues wants to even try this. I don't think... I feel as though maybe they went onto the bot rune with the intention of potentially avoiding first blood engagement. I could be wrong, but I personally, I look at their team and I'm pretty sure that the level 1 on Motion of the Roshan is just so much better. So much better.
Well, I mean, Joe Trollan seems to go.
I know, I mean, here we go. They are going to start squaring up, but unfortunately, I think, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. Oh. There goes a...
terrified after what happened last game.
Yeah. The BM has started already. Here we go. Yeah, as I say, the blood grenade being chucked out by Joe Troll. Very unfortunate. Minus 50 gold. But let's see what happens. A lot more of a calmer start to this game. Which, you know, we don't like to see as the spectators, but here we are.
I am requesting some help from the chat. Is this thing we are currently seeing on the mid lane is something called the Blink Sword?
The Blink Sword.
Yeah, you see this ward right in the middle of the lane on the Radiant side.
We're talking to. Oh right, yes, this high ground ward, the Observer. I've seen this a few times. I don't get it. They are still level 1. They're gonna get some harassment onto our opponent, but I don't see her going down anytime soon.
Kind of
I mean,
walks it off.
yeah,
She
I'll
doesn't
say
do a lot of damage.
she doesn't care. She ain't interested in all that. She like, come on, be serious. Meanwhile, battle on 2 fronts here. Dragron is level 2, but if Iken's not careful, might end up going down. But fortunately, the savior Dragron comes in. Nothing to worry about. Although I'm kind of surprised to see the point in the hoof stomp and the point in double edge, because obviously, you know, as soon as you get a point in retaliate, Jakira with the double attack is probably going to end up taking more damage than you do every time he right clicks you. So maybe one to consider, but I suppose we'll have to wait and see.
This clocker has been so much nuisance.
Oh yeah, I say nope. First blood down on Josh Rowland. First blood is going the way of pushing up the Roshan. Yeah, I would say not exactly what you want to see as far as passport issues are concerned, but here we are. Dragon barely misses the stun. Unfortunate. What can you do?
Luck. I would say Malou is a quite renowned clockwork player. Probably knows how to play around it.
Oh yeah, I'll say unfortunately, yeah, that's a good point actually. I'll say knowing how to play around it means he'll know what to do. But damage actually from the damage from the sandstorm, I guess that is level 2, so it's doing a fair bit of damage. But Sea Panda just regen up. Meanwhile, I say Manny did go down actually on the bot lane.
This is a temporary.
Unfortunate. Maybe the courier goes down. Yep, Music's courier goes down. Top lane though. Malu's got to be careful. He ain't got too much HP. So one stun or W from the well, stun and W from Dragron. Malou will go down. Gotta watch your back. But also been seeing a lot of people taking on the left track the Chronoptic Nourishment, which by the way, what a name for a facet. Which I found quite interesting at first, to be fair. I thought, why are people taking this? But I have a feeling it might just be something to do with like the numbers being nerfed on the other facet, which I can't remember the name of. Misanthropy, I think it's called. Probably just makes it a breaking point.
That would do a lot of building damage?
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Diabolic is finally able to hit buildings again, so you're able to actually push with it, I guess. But yeah, Dracon I think is probably here.
Very well.
Hang on, I was saying if they're not careful, actually, Dragon he did have the fairy fire, he did have the Lotus on him, and they're actually going to get a kill on Malou instead. Which means that Peton does need to be careful. He's in a position where he can very much just get hit, he can get harassed, and if he's not careful, maybe go down. But, I mean, that's never stopped him before. I don't think that's going to stop him now, quite frankly. So, he's just here to hit creeps and farm heroes. Meanwhile, Josh Rowland, not got that much mana left. And unfortunately, Manly Man as well, getting his mana burnt by the anti-mage, and I think he is, in fact, going to be going down here. Yep. There he goes. Very unfortunate, but what can you do on the side of passport issues?
I guess just play very carefully.
I mean, I would say at this point, again, they've got very good kill potential on both lanes, because, you know, Anti-Mage versus Magnus, you just get constant free hits off and you're able to just burn the mana. So he doesn't have anything, he can't do anything to you.
Yep.
But
And I'd say Magnus depends on his mana more than, say, for example, Centaur.
yeah. Oh god. I'll say looking at the last hits and denies as well, actually, this bot lane is very rough for passport issues. I mean, the Magnus with 5 last hits and 4 denies. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's not good. Very well done by, obviously, by, you know, Motion of the Roshan, which also, I've only just properly looked at Motion of the Roshan's team banner, and my god, that's tremendous. It all starting to come together. He's surfing, dude. Roshan's surfing. It's amazing. I love it. Meanwhile, top play. I'll say, yeah, as I see in the chat there, Judge Rowan got Rubik against Lich, so that is going to be quite a big steal. I mean, speaking of steals, actually, he has got a lot of stuff that he will be able to spell steal. You know, Anti-Mage's Blink, namely, is one very, very good steal. Obviously, Lich, anything, pretty much. He is going to go for the kill blow. He's going to press the epicenter. Unfortunately, Sea Panda does kind of just walk out, and I think the Diabolic Edict? No? Actually isn't enough damage to be able to dissuade Blow-Yo per se. But
No.
yeah. Anyway, back to the Rubik, as I was saying though. There's a lot that he's got to steal. So I think Joe may have a good game this game. Joe Trollen. But
I hope so. They're definitely having a very rough lane, but
they just need to get through it. Oh, speaking of rough lanes, yeah, they're actually going to have to pull in Blorio. They need to get the extra support. They need this Wisdom Rune. Unfortunately, they're not going to catch anyone. Muesli does manage to escape, but never mind. Actually, Lich does come back in. Will they be able to maybe turn around, get a Pona? Or will she just
wasting everyone's time?
She is creating a lot of space right now. But they get her in the end. She does go down eventually, but I mean, that's a TP from the Jakiro, so now Petom's alone up top. That's just space created, quite frankly, so... Well, to be fair, Petom may be alone up top.
Trouble here. Jakiro actually TP'd bot.
Yeah, he's got good resources, though, at the moment. He's got 7 stick charges, he's got full health, most of his mana. He might be okay, but I don't think they're going to let him just sit around and chill. So... Rubik TP? Just probably lend a hand.
Rescue.
I mean...
Well, Petom might be in trouble here.
He might not, I was saying, just barely able to walk it off, to be fair. Unfortunately, the Cogs goes down. This is a much slower game than last game. I must point that out, by the way.
Yeah, this is kind of boring.
A lot calmer. Which, given the pace of last game, I'm sure these guys are not complaining about per se. I'm sure they're quite happy to have a bit of a slower, bit of a calmer game.
Maybe everyone's tired.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Friday, man. You know, you've had a long week at work. Everyone's ready for the weekend. Maybe people are tired. Okay. Meanwhile, top lane, there's a Petom does actually end up going down. Sorry, I just saw the anti-mage ult there. I got a bit distracted. Sort of tickled Magnus just a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I think just so far from this early game, especially, you know, granted Blow-Yo is farming up very well, but unfortunately the rest of the team is kind of just going down on the other 2 lanes. You know, you got such, like we said, such pressure from just run at you capability. It's looking kind of rough at the moment so far.
Anti-Mage is actually so happy on his own on this lane,
yeah.
Even though there are 2 heroes against him, and they were kind of doing a similar thing to what they did in the previous game, when they just drag all the Fates to the lane where Petom is farming, just not giving him any space to play the early game.
I mean, speaking of Petom not having an early game, he did just go down again, so that is a chain feed on the top lane, unfortunately. He's not going to have a good time. He is really not going to have a good time. And Dragron, no, he just barely gets away thanks to the Frost Shield.
Ipona with the saves. Wow.
No way! Oh god, I mean, they managed to get a return kill on Iken on the bot lane, but that... Oh god. That denied the neutrals. Oh. I would be molding right now if I was Blow-Yo. I would be positively molding. Oh god. I think this is going to be a rough one for basketball issues, but I think Motion of the Roshan are going to be very, very happy. I mean, their anti-mage currently 50 to 22 on the last hit denies. You know,
That
getting
is a pretty
closer and
insane
closer
score.
to the Battle Fury. I was like, that last hit, you look at the last hits on Manly Man, 12 CS or 12 last hits, sorry, 9 denies. It's gonna be a long time before this Magnus truly comes online. I mean, he doesn't even have treads yet at 11 minutes. That's how much he's struggling. Like, they don't want this Magnus to get off the even off the ground. Really, they're just gonna take him out as soon as possible. But hey, maybe
Yet
just
another
maybe.
deny of the ranged creep.
Yeah. He throws out the Q, and then Deny goes out. They do manage to get the Helm of the Dominator creep, which, by the way, Centaur has a Helm of the Dominator as well.
That is very interesting.
Yeah, to be fair, I think Centaur is one of those heroes that does quite like a Dom. It just helps him farm, and, I mean, to be fair, he has Retaliate anyway. But there's just so much potential for chain stuns with the Centaur, I think, setting up with the Tornado creep, the Wild Wing, I think it's called, the large one, the pink one. You can always just push people into your stuns, but yeah, this is gonna be good. Arcane range for Sea Panda.
Are they going to try to get a kill on Bloya here?
They do just barely miss the hook shot. They don't need the hook shot, however. They're actually going to get everything out. They're just going to chuck everything in the kitchen sink at him, and Chain Frost manages to connect. Tommy's going to haunt in. He's actually going to get return kill on Sea Panda. Does go down to the Epona on the Lich, and a big RP hits 2. Down goes 1, and Epona, I think, is soon to follow. There's no way she walks off. She doesn't have it this time. She doesn't have foul play. But Manly Man does have enough mana for Skewer. Never mind. He just gets the mana, and down she goes.
Proves again, Manly Man does not need many items to actually shine as a Magnus.
True, I would say he does. He's now 600 gold towards the blink, obviously, but like you say, outside of that, that's just a simple case of walk up, skewers, RPs. You know, you don't need too much, and they're actually gonna be able to go on Drake. He does stampede. He does manage to get away. No, he's chilling. Never mind. He's happy. But some good returns by passport issues here, but unfortunately, they're just not quite getting the anti-mage, who I think, obviously top of the net worth right now, I think Muesli is probably going to be their biggest problem. You know, he starts getting that Battle Fury, he just starts clicking waves and pushing, and then all of a sudden, you just got to send TP after TP. This could be rough for him.
Just Nightmare in this Sun King.
Yeah, speaking of being a nightmare, hookshot comes out, they manage to catch out Manly Man, and he gets cogged up and dies. Sea Panda manages to get the kill. The Epicenter has gone out, he's got the Blink Dagger as well on Bloyo. Unfortunately, they're not able to catch anything with the Epicenter, though. It does not go the way of pathway issues. Malou goes down as well, but he does manage to get Ikan on the way out.
Yeah, that's what
playing a
almost survived there.
here on the Wisdom Rune. I don't think she has the team to back her up, and instead she is going to just die. Not quite as much space created for that one, unfortunately. But
abandoned by the team. Team HK.
They are essentially
Has no fear.
Get a blink. They got the RP. They haven't got the RP. They have got the RP. Never mind. They are even going to drop it. But I don't. Do they have the damage to be able to properly take him out on Sea Panda? Surely just one more skewer. They maybe not. Was that raindrop that saved him there? That shockwave dealt 0 damage. I didn't quite manage to see, but I think he had the raindrop there on Sea Panda, so he just took no damage, and obviously a Clockwork save there, so...
Anti-Mage really wants to go on someone with that DD.
They want kills. They're hungry for blood right now.
Well, I mean, he must feel pretty strong at this point. Even though he's anti-mage and it's minute 15.
It's minute 15, but he does have the Battle Fury, so, I mean, the DD rune, if nothing else, he can just go farm with it. I don't, personally, I'd be more than happy to just go click groups.
Not with DD. With DD, you want to go click heroes.
But, like, with the DD, when you click groups, you double your farm speed.
Also true. But why farm creeps if you can farm heroes?
Exactly. Which I do find kind of ironic, to be fair, because I think previous on our casts, we have definitely said, oh, when you're playing safe lane, you don't want to click heroes. You just want to click creeps.
I like clicking creeps. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. First you click creeps, then you click heroes, and then
A big hero would be ideal. But, I mean, this Centaur, he does have the cloak. He has so much magic resist and so much HP. I mean,
Clockwork is a menace.
yeah, I would say passport issues cannot do anything to Dragon, which means Iken does just come in, gets basically a free hook shot off, manage to take out Malou. They do manage to get a return kill. They do manage to kill off Iken, but are they able to stun him? They're not able to stun him.
Two heroes with stun, with telekinesis, and used everything. He just TPs out in front of their faces.
Just leave. Problem solved. Don't care. Just get out of there. Not interested. But
Anti-Mage is having such a chill time. Just farming the enemy triangle.
That's the problem that the passport issues definitely have at the moment, is that you've got Centaur. I mean, just everyone except Anti-Mage running towards passport issues. They've got the net worth advantage by 3k anyway. You know, all the cores are very much ahead of passport issues. Oh, there is an epicenter going on the mid lane. And they do manage to take out Sea Panda with it. Very nice. Very good kill. It's very much needed. But they are actually... Iken is going to go back in. He might even... Oh my god, the Cogs managed to stop off Joker John's stolen hook shot, but... Is it enough? Yeah. Bloyo does have the stun. He's able to just press Q, get out. Petal gets soloed by a opponent. Never mind, not soloed, sorry. I've got to give him some credit. He doesn't get soloed, but he does end up going down to the Dragron and Epona on top lane. God, Petom's not having a fun game this game. 1-4 on the 1-4 on the Spectre. He's got the obviously got the Phylactery going for the Radiance, which you do obviously just do now on Spectre. But it's tough.
I mean, it is somewhat expected, right, to lose a lane on Spectre.
Oh, I mean, not necessarily lose a lane, but in this game, with the amount of run at you, I would definitely say it is expected to get run out on the Spectre. Obviously, you know, this feels like, at the very least, mostly quite an early game team. Quite, you know, fight the game early. Anti-Mage just gets free farm and then maybe join in later. In, like, the mid-game sort of section. But they have a lot of bases covered. Whereas, if they are able to get to the late game on Spectre, it's going to be a tough time, I think, potentially. If you get some good RPs off, you know, you've got such crazy team fight potential on passport issues that the late game could very much be a struggle for Motion of the Roshan. But, I mean, hey, passport issues has to get there first.
Yep. So are you saying they are kind of on a timer, or are you just saying that they might have a difficult game?
I think them. The thing is, I mean, the Spectre is, you know, Peton needs to get this this Radiance, which is going to take a little while. Potentially kill her on Epona. 2 supports, I think. Never mind, she's got a huge healing lotus actually. Sea Panda's going to run in. They're going to pull the Stampede, and they're just going to take out Malou. Completely run him down. They're actually soon to follow. It's going to be Joe Troll and Manny Man. He's walking in from the side. But it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get the RP off. He doesn't have a Blink Dagger or anything just yet. He's got the money for it, but he does not have it on his person, so... Sea Panda does just barely drop. But,
Petom's illusion? Funny enough.
Yeah, I was saying Petom's illusion just clicks and clicks and clicks. They do know how to blink on Blow... not Blow, sorry. Manly Man.
You don't even have to click, it just attacks.
Exactly.
Very handy.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. But... Yeah, no, what I was going to say, though, sorry, is, you know, Petom needs to get this Radiance, which, that's not a small item. It's expensive build-up, it's very difficult to get the Sacred Relic, especially in a game like this, where you're getting constantly just charged at, basically. I mean, even right now, like, safe lane versus safe lane, you've got Muesli jumping onto Petom, which, especially now, if we look at items, Battle Fury Yasha going towards the Manta, versus... Yeah. No Radiant components. Yeah, Phylactery. Like, that's very tough. Very, very tough for Petom.
This early time is always very difficult on Spectre. You don't have farming items, you're just kind of a walking creep.
Yeah.
That sometimes can, like, maybe jump, maybe if you're lucky get a support.
I mean, if you're able to get the Radiance, more power to you. Knock them dead. You're doing great. But like you say, it's basically like the Spectre shows on a wave. As long as you got the heroes there, like you do right now, Spectre is going to get jumped over by Ikin. But I mean, he had Spectral Dagger. He just walked off. He's actually going to get the kill. They're going to turn around on Ikin. He's going to die for it. Manny Man actually goes for a defensive blink out there. Does manage to catch Sea Panda, gets the RP back, stunned up, and they're going to focus everything they've got on him. But is it going to be enough? No! The Frost Shield saves him. He's just going to be like, he's just so tanky. They can't do enough damage. I mean, even Muesli, he's got so much magic resistance, he just blinks out. He doesn't care. Opponent getting very, very low as well. But then still, there's just not enough damage to be able to take them out quite yet. Joe Trollon goes down. Sorry, no, Bloyo goes down, but they are able to turn around, get the 2 kills in the end. But my god, they had to sacrifice so much for it.
And yet again, they just bring everyone to save Petom.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they need to at this point. They can't afford to Petom to die again, so they need to essentially throw everything in the kitchen sink just to keep him alive. But I mean, even right here, you know, Petom TP's top. He wants to stop the push there from Dregron, but I don't see him doing anything to Dregron. Like, he's just so tanky. He's got Pipe, he's got Helm, he's got resources. Muesli gets a kill on Malou, unfortunately, and down goes Petom's courier. Yeah. I mean, fortunately, it had nothing on it. You know, he's still looking to buy the Talisman of Evasion, but
I mean,
does Dregron go down here? I don't see it. They've got the Frost Shield. They've got the Ice Spire. They do not have the Lich Hold just yet, but Dregron does go down the end. Manny Man gets a catch. Muesli's in. He might try and go for Petom here. See if he chases. He's got the blink up now, and yeah, blink in. Press E, press Alt, and down goes Petom. Sets him even further back on the Radiance, but I would say, after last game, they're even gonna take Bloyo down. They're not messing around after last game. Given everything that happened last game, it was so back and forth, back and forth. They do not want to mess around on motion of the Roshan. They want to just get in there. They don't want this Spectre to get online. They want to just end as quick as possible, I think. Like, I mean, look at these graphs, for example.
I think Gabe even agrees with you here.
Yeah, Gabe has definitely had his say. He's saying it's inching towards just inching towards motion of the Roshan. But I don't know. I think that there is still potential for passport issues. If they're able to get a massive blink RP, a massive epicenter to follow, they've got the Ags on the Sand King as well. There's potential. This is the potential team right now. Taking a page out of Potential Man's book right now, but they can do this. I think they might be able to do this. Hence why, obviously, I mean, they're still holding on. They don't want to give up just yet. But I mean, 23 minutes and you've lost 2 tier 2s. It's difficult to hold out hope.
Okay, net worth lead.
10k, that's a fair bit, to be fair.
That is a fair bit at this time.
Especially considering how basically like 5 grand of that is between the safe lanes. Like, you know, you look at Anti-Mage versus Spectre. That gap is massive. You know, she's even almost got the Basher on the Anti-Mage as well. Like, just continue running at you there. Even gonna get the jump in. Ikin manages to catch out John Trollon. Nice quick kill. Down she goes. Down he goes. Sorry. And, oh no, managed to catch out Petom once again. They're even going to just run him down. He does horn out, actually. He gets over to the left-hand side. He horns back in. He's just confusing them. And they actually managed to get a huge epicenter come out from Bloyo. He just gets a double kill out of it. RP hits onto 2. They're stuck in the macro pie. And the pipe, they're just tanky enough. They're just too tanky. They don't go down to anything. Will the stuns be enough? I mean, you've got the skewer back. Seapan, he's under the tier 3 tower. He does end up going down. Dregron could be soon to follow. I don't think he's going to get out of this. I don't think they're going to let him out. But Muesli, he's in as well. He doesn't want to just leave this. He wants to get a couple more kills. I don't see anything happening, though. Just blink out. Yep, he's going. But, I mean, Joe Troll, he's got his own blink. He said, I can do that too. You're not the only one, motherfucker. I can do it too. Okay, there he goes again. He's following. Manly, he tries to get a skewer back. Unfortunately, just slightly too short. And Do you want to follow him again? No. Well, okay. Joe Trolling does blink back this time.
What a chase!
He's being slightly careful. Muesli is playing with fire. They see him. He's gonna jump in. Malou gets stunned up. He just barely doesn't kill Malou. It was so close. Oh my god. Instead, Malou actually gets the 6-kill streak. I think he's quite happy with that. I can see it right now. And there's the tip. I'm telling you, he's happy with that one. He is jumped. Oh my god.
Of course there is a tip.
Yeah. What, like you said though, what a chase. What a chase. Jojo, I could not have said it any better myself there.
Well,
Unfortunately.
Phantom just has no peace this game. Just no peace.
The KD, he's 37 right now. They're not leaving him alone. Even though he does have the Radiance now, it's still not quite enough.
It's probably feeling personal to him at this point.
Yeah, he probably feels like, what did I do to deserve this? But, I mean, A, you picked Spectre, and B, remember what he did on the Dragon Knight last game.
That was
there was some disgusting damage there. But, tier 2 tower top
Still
going
does
down.
not quite compete with the Wupik pick.
Yeah, I would say the Viper was... I mean, any Viper pick is just a disgusting pick, quite frankly. Like, that hero is tilting in human form. In human form? Sorry, in like a... Do you know, I think we need to open this dialogue. What is Viper?
A snake with wings?
I mean, I feels like that one might have been a stretch. I was gonna say like a glorified mosquito, but
Glorified mosquito? I don't know.
like a really funky one, you know? Outside of that, flying snake is good.
But he's also so green and like so eh.
Well, I mean, mosquitoes are pretty Have you ever seen a mosquito up close?
Yeah. They
Yeah,
are
they're
very
kinda,
green, but they're not green.
True, they aren't green. That's a good point. But then not all snakes are green.
Also true. And
Like,
mosquitoes are toxic.
yeah. We'll say, like, I mean, malaria, you know? I mean, also speaking of Pethom getting caught, Ikin actually has been put onto the high ground. He can't get out of there. They are dead on Ikin. Pethom has so far survived by the skin of his teeth, but not going to survive for much longer. Manly Man managed to get a blink in, skewer back. Epona goes down as well. I mean, honestly, I still think...
having a fun game.
Yeah, that's worth it, I think, for Motion of the Roshan. Like, granted, they want any kills that they can get on passport issues, but if Motion of the Roshan can continue killing the Spectre, continue shutting down Petom, then there is nothing. The late game potential it's scarce, it's difficult. Dragron? Oh, they actually did steal the Stampede. They are going to chase up on it. And potentially, do they manage to get hit? Epicenter goes down. Damage is going to be pretty big. They get the RP to follow. BKB has been popped by the Leshrac there, but is it enough? No, I don't think it is enough. I think he's going down too. Anti-Mage blinks in. He has to get a huge amount of void off. Manages to kill Joe Trollin. Hookshot comes out. He gets stunned. 2 go down. That's a 2 for 2. 2 for 2.
2 cores for 2 swords, though.
Yeah, exactly. Very well decorated way of
are very happy with this exchange.
Very, very happy. My god, that is... A Leshrac and a Centaur. Centaur, that is a very, very difficult hero to kill, I feel. You know, I mean, bear in mind how long he was running away. He's got the pipe. I mean, he even got a Blade Mail, and obviously the Dom mentioned from earlier. He's just got so much armor, so much magic resistance. Like, he tanky. He a very tanky boy. But one thing I think, I mean, I feel as though a lot of people, maybe not a lot of people, but I certainly underestimate, to be fair. Obviously, I've mentioned about the Anti-Mage versus the Spectre. Spectre obviously has Dispersion, right? There's no arguing. Dispersion, crazy late game ability.
Yes.
But what's she casting? She has no mana. She has, like, mana break from Anti-Mage. Just, there is no mana. She can't cast anything. So what's the thoughts there? Like, I don't know. Personally, I haven't had many Anti-Mage versus Spectre lineups. I don't really see this very often. Maybe that's a me thing, but
I mean, as a Spectre, you do generally try to cast your ulti at the start of the fight.
Yeah. But all of your chase and your escape potential obviously disappears as soon as your, as soon as your mana's gone. Because you can't press
Yeah.
Spectral Dagger, you can't press Shadow Step, which, I mean, to be fair, you may end up getting that off pretty early in the fight as well. Haunt in, Shadow Step, chase people down, but I don't know. I think it could. I think the Spectre will struggle to die eventually, but Bloyo, he's getting blown up here. Yeah, he gone.
He had no chance there.
Not at all.
I mean,
Also, he
you
is
don't really
still-
have that much of a map space. Like, Bedlam, whenever he shows someone, he gets gone at. There are wards all over the place. Like, the Radiant side of the map is not even getting touched.
Yeah.
Nobody's playing there. Like, there is so much pressure going on.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, I mean, Petom could try and like smoke over to the Radiant side of the map, skip creep waves and farm the enemy jungle. That could be a potential play, but outside of that, like you say, there's just so much map control coming out from Motion of the Roshan. They can't, what can they do to contest it, really? But Anti-Mage has the Aegis, and they are going to probably start pushing in. I mean, they do have vision on Petom. They have found him there for a second. They are going to blink up. Musi does have the Abyssal Blade. They're actually going to burn all of his mana. Is not going to quite be a kill from the looks of things, though. Okay, I was worried where that blink was going. However, oh, hang on a minute. There's the RP. They managed to get Chainstones down, but I don't even think they're going to kill the enemy. She's just going to blink out. Unfortunately, oh, the hook shot got body blocked. Poor Joel Troller. But yeah, Anti-Mage just out, done.
Clockwork just kind of tagged along there,
Yeah.
hoping he can make something happen or like save his anti-mage. Just goes down in the collateral damage.
Speaking of collateral damage, though, they do actually manage to skewer Dragon all the way back in the epicenter. Yep, takes out Epona, not too worried. However, unfortunately, Muesli just died in the trees. Little bush pervert there, waiting to blink in, manages to get the kill on Bloyo. But, I mean, 3 down on the side of Motion of the Roshan. This is actually looking like a pretty good fight here for passport issues. Anti-Mage's Aegis just popped. See, Panda, maybe not too interested here. They could be interested in maybe walking off, staying back, and just cutting their losses on that one.
Well, that was one failed high ground push.
Unfortunately so, yeah. Damn. I'll say that skewer back from Manly Man there was very, very nice. Managing to take, managed to take the Centaur all the way back to between the tier 3 and tier 4. That was, yeah, really well played.
Bedlam is back in his position in his little corner of the map.
He likes it up there. He's happy. Oh my god, he has the Empower and he has the Radiance. He's farming like a machine right now. His body is a machine that turns unfarmed creeps into farmed creeps. And also doesn't quite manage to stack camps, unfortunately. That's very sad.
Happens.
you got Malou drawing what seems to be Motion of the Roshan's area of the map, i.e. anything outside of Direbase. Do you know what? He's kind of right for that. Said, do not go here.
An anti-mage.
What's that, sorry?
That is a DD on anti-mage.
Oh god, this is not a good time to fight.
Something with it.
Honestly, you got the Centaur, he's pinging, he wants to fight this. They've got the DD, but I mean, to be fair, they might know now. He did show on the way with the anti-mage, so...
DD is gone now.
Oh.
Too late, thinking for too long.
Unfortunate.
Like, do we go, do we not go?
Should I stay or should I go now? I think if I'm not mistaken, Wisdom actually did just spawn, so... Could be something worth looking at for passport issues. See if they can maybe snag the bot Wisdom rune by chance, but I don't think it's happening. I don't think they're grabbing it. Yeah, it looks like they, yeah, Centaur obviously walking down there. Just gonna take it walk off, you know. And once again, looking at the net worth graph, I think it's it's kind of key to keep an eye on this. Yeah, looking at win percentages, we're looking at a 74% chance going the way of Motion of the Roshan here. It's tough. Second, sir.
Do you think it's accurate?
Yeah, I think, it's a case of, once again, it's a case of just getting these big team fight ultimates like the Macro Fire, like the Epicenter, like the RP, stealing something good on the Rubik. You gotta get all of this out. Start on a fight with the Horn as opposed to getting caught first with Petom. It's a combination of all of these things multiple times, I think, is what Passport Issues is going to need to be able to win the game. Like, it's not going to be a simple case of, oh, great, we got this one random pick off and now we can go push high ground. Speaking of the Horn, they are going to drop it. Unfortunately, not a whole lot they can do with it, though. I mean, the Anti-Mage is just going to walk off, blink out. She don't really care. She ain't too interested.
But to your previous point, I think Passport Issues as gamers actually have pretty good synergy.
Ooh, they definitely do, especially with Manny Man getting a blink skewer back like that. A 3-man RP goes down. He does manage to get it off, but Epicenter, unfortunately, does get bashed. He doesn't manage to get the Epicenter off, just barely. No follow-up for the RP, but the 2 managed to go down anyway, luckily. And, yeah, Bloyer's mana does get completely burned, but they just nuked Muesli. He dead. He's so dead. He just gone. Alright, fair enough. High ground push. They didn't even need the Epicenter. All it took was a 3-man RP. 3-man RP with, obviously, Macropire and like you say, the team synergy, to be fair, I think is actually, being very well exemplified by them. So
I think that is actually the strongest side of Passport Issues is the team.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I think it feels that they're on the same page on a lot of things, which is probably one of the most important things that you could have for a team. And fortunately, actually, because they still had the Epicenter.
Oi, that was just a case of wait for the stun and TP out.
Indeed it was, wasn't it? That's kind of rough. I was getting ready to say because they still had the Epicenter, that could be a cheeky kill, but nope. Just press your TP, lol. Just pretend like you're playing against the Blood Seeker, just TP out. Man, tragic. But it is what it is. His opponent, I was kind of hoping opponent was looking up top there to try and go for some crazy blink solo kill with the Ice Spire and Lit Jolt. That would have been pretty bonkers.
The graph now after the high ground throw.
I'll say we're gonna see opponent go down. Never mind. It's like a little bit too soon. Yeah. Oh wow. It did. It did go from 75% to 63%. To be fair, so definitely going more towards going slightly towards Passport Issues. But again, I think that the 2 places where they shine on. Oh, okay. Obviously, as you said, it's the their synergy as players, but also I think the way that their draft shines is that they have plenty of teamfight ults. Manly Man, I think, might have just found something he didn't want to be anything a part of. He may not have to worry about it too much, though. I mean, Anti-Mage does get RP, but not quite enough damage because of the BKB. Are they going to be able to chase in? Are they going to be able to take down Muesli? Yes, they are! They just barely have the damage for it. But never mind, Manly Man actually walked into exactly where he wanted to be with that skewer.
Roshan with the stolen spells just doing some magic.
Oh yeah, I would say that Pulse Nova, the damage that Pulse Nova, especially to an Anti-Mage, obviously, I mean, everyone knows Anti-Mage, the spell resistance, 60% magic resistance, and it still dealt that much damage with the Pulse Nova because of Arcane Supremacy, because, AoE bonus from Arcane Accumulation. That was beautiful. Pona does manage to get the catch out onto Petom.
Yet again, Petom is suffering.
Yeah. They want Petom dead. It's as simple as that. They just want to see Petom with that little grey border at the top of the screen with a nice big number underneath it. 70 seconds? That's a nice big number.
Clockwork is already top. Like this
Oh, yeah.
are not messing around.
God, these pickoffs, they are just finding them left, right, and center. They take out Peton, then they take out Blowyo.
They're just everywhere at the same time.
Dragron hitting back with the stings, don't it? Love it. Absolutely love it.
That's why we love ITL.
Isn't it just, oh, this community. Brilliant. But, yeah, I mean, Anti-Mage is dead at the moment, to be fair, so they can't do a crazy amount. Roshan respawning in the next minute. If they just bide the time a little bit, depends on, you know, excuse me again, I'm so sorry. I mean, the Haunt is will be coming up again, so there is every potential we might get a big Roche fight here. Ooh. They're looking for Malou. Unfortunately, they guessed wrong. Malou went up, not down. But looks like they are definitely preparing for this Roshan. Obviously, he's going to be spawning in the next 30 seconds, sorry. Which means he will be spawning in the bot area. But what I have just noticed as well is this very aggressive ward on the Radiant high ground around Roche, planted by Dire.
Yep.
That is seeming to go completely unnoticed. So I think they're going to have every idea that they are walking into the Roche here, and they're going to be able to pop things like the Horn. They're going to be able to run over with the smoke. They're going to get an RP. They might even get the epicenter as well. You know, this might go very well for passport issues.
Yes, if they manage to spot it.
If they manage to spot it, indeed. Which, I mean, I say because of the ward, they now know Roshan's alive. Opponent did unfortunately reveal that to passport issues. So.
And they're not smoked.
They know what's going. I mean, as far as they're aware, there's no wards right there.
I think
right, they
might be preparing.
Blowyo on the high ground right now. I think that's the last thing he wants. But
Smoke comes out.
They're going to catch out Manny Man. They get the double stuns onto him. He does get the RP down. It goes on to 2 with the Macropie. They're standing in it. They actually managed to get a jump onto Opponent as well. But Petom, he's going down to 0 HP. He's down. He's gone. That's 3 dead.
Pona dies, but she managed to throw such a beautiful leech ulti there.
Exactly. The damage just went out from that. Massive. And, I mean, are they going to push high ground or are they going to go back for the Roche? Looks like, I think they're thinking about the high ground, especially, I mean, they probably don't know it, but Petom has no buyback. Because he didn't save for it. So, they are actually, Sea Panda did get a little bit too aggressive there. He's going to go down to the epicenter. Unfortunately, Blowyo is going to go down to Muse. No, he's not. Muesli.
He's going down.
Muesli's going to get stunned up. He can't get the blink out, unfortunately. And, I mean, the double stun coming out from Malou. Very nice. And will they be able to take out Ikin? Definitely Ikin to skewer back into the tier 3 towers. The huge skewer all the way back to the base. That's a team wipe. That went from what looked like a terrible fight on the bottom jungle there to a team wipe going the way of passport issues.
I mean, it was probably a good decision to fight in the triangle instead of like going Roche and waiting to get all the team fight spells from passport issues dropped on them. But then, I don't know, maybe taking Roche after a successful fight would have been better than just running into the enemy base.
I mean, to be fair, I think what
they didn't even have Petom in that fight.
Exactly. I think that's what they were playing around. They were playing around the idea that Petom, obviously, you know, get back once that Haunt's alive. They don't want to, you know, they don't want to even mess with that. They don't want to worry about any of that. But they underestimated the fact that, you know, I think they blinked in. No, they didn't blink in. Did he get skewered back on the Leshrac there? I think he got skewered in because he didn't blink in. That's for sure. So yeah, I think he just got forcefully put that far into the base, and there was nothing he could do about it. Losing the Leshrac so early in the fight did not go the way of motion of the Roshan, unfortunately. So,
is this graph all over the place? Yes, it is. The graph is all over the place.
Oh my god. We've returned to approximately a 50%. It's a 50-50 right now.
It is exactly a 50-50.
Oh,
wow.
You could literally flip a coin and the chances are as good. I don't know. I mean, I think passport issues is slowly bringing this back. I can't lie. Like, I mean, they have refresher on the Magnus as well now. Like, they have so much potential right now. I mean, Spectre, as we said, late game hero, gets so tanky. They're gonna need a break. They're gonna need something to disable this dispersion. Otherwise, I don't really know what Motion of the Roshan's gonna be able to do about it.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Indeed, indeed we will.
We are at a very weird point in the game where like anything can happen.
Oh yeah. I'll say this especially, I mean, with a 50-50 coin flip like Gaben has told us about.
Coin flip?
Like you
Are
say,
you summoning PK?
Somebody PK? What?
PK with the coin flip. Didn't you know how they give the imprint scores to people?
Ah, I see. Random number generator. Although, hang on. We have got to catch on to Malou here. Joe Trollin as well. They are... I mean, Joe Trollin has got the A on this. He's able to get out. And bottom lane, unfortunately, Mannyman does go down to the down to Muesli there. And it looks like Bloyo is to follow. Mannyman buys back. They have no buyback on Bloyo. And, I mean, mid-fight tip. That's diabolical BM right there. Malou gonna be going down as well. That's two heroes. No buyback on the side of passport issues. So... the coin flip. Unfortunately, the mistake was made. They got caught out and they got punished. They're going to push high ground on Motion of the Roshan. Fortify, they won't be able to stay at tier 3 just yet. But I think at the very least, if nothing else, RP goes out, but Epona with the massive hypnotize stops him from getting the skewer back. Another massive hypnotize hits them both. They are both going down. I think that's GG. I don't think Petov's doing anything 1 versus 5. I'd love to see him
this time
try.
he actually does have a buyback.
He does. He's got the buyback, but unfortunately his team does not. Baloo wants that one more fight. Go on, 1v5, Petom. Show us what that late game spec is all about. Unfortunately. Come Radiant Fountain. Yeah, they're not going to give the respect of one more fight. There you go. Petom gets caught. Petom goes down. That's GG.
Not risky enough. That is a GG.
1-1. Wow. Well, technically speaking, given the first unofficial game, 1.5, 1.5, but Motion of the Roshan
Beautiful.
clutches the victory.
And yet again, it is a 1-1. Div 3 at its finest.
I mean, you love to see it. A little redemption story, all that good stuff. Like, it's fun. It makes for good Dota. And I don't know about everyone else, but that's what I'm here for. So, hell yeah.
And yes, we did see some fantastic Dota today.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I was absolutely brilliant plays. But
Also, speaking of fantastic Dota, we have more games coming up tomorrow. Also as part of IDL. Tomorrow we are playing 5 Stuns No Brains versus Cavan Crash, which is going to be a D4 game. There will be more games at 8 p.m. as well. So come back to the stream, tune in. Some more fantastic Dota coming.
I'm looking forward to it.